Does art really matter? I feel like for a long time I believed that art, beauty, and creativity were things you only do when you have time. They were almost superficial to me. Nice to have or nice to do, but not necessary. Sitting down, creating something, doing something with your hands, painting, making your environment beautiful, making your home beautiful, that was all kind of absurd to me. And there was always this question in my mind: does art really matter? Especially when it came to decorating my home, hanging paintings, buying flowers, adding plants, or using the resources I already had to create a beautiful space. It all felt unimportant, like a waste of time, something I would only do later when everything more urgent was done, which means, of course, I never found time for it. And that's sad because there was always something more important than my creativity and than my art. But the truth is, art matters, creativity matters, beauty matters. Creativity matters because it brings us joy, it nourishes our soul, it inspires others and us, and it calms down our nervous system and it brings us to the present moment. Doing something with your hands, bringing your idea into the paper or into the physical world matters because we are here to create. We are all creators and we want to use our imagination, our ideas, and to bring them out into the physical world. So suppressing my creativity was almost making me sick, and I just was not happy suppressing it all the time. I knew there was always this inner voice that I want to create that, I want to create this, but I just didn't prioritize it because I thought it doesn't matter, it doesn't bring money. Who cares? Like, who cares? So I had this belief that if you can't make money with it, why would you do it? This belief came from my family, not from me. After working on myself and reflecting on my thoughts, I finally see how important beauty and creativity are for me. I'm an artist. I'm a creative person. It's who I am. And suppressing it means lying to myself. I want to live authentically, so I'm embracing the part of me that wants to be creative, that wants to create, the part of me that makes time for art. And it's a wonderful journey. I finally feel closer to the person I want to be. Letting go of old beliefs is so hard, and here's what I've done, and I would suggest you to do it too. Write down all the beliefs you have towards creativity and art. If you think that creativity is a waste of time, if you can't monetize it, it's not worthy, or if you think you can only do it when you have time, you can't prioritize it, write everything down that you believe creativity and art is for you, or how it makes you feel. And also write down where these beliefs come from, because usually they are not from us, it's from society, family, friends. And once, we just adopted it, and made it to our own beliefs, but actually it's not really originally from us. And I want you to also write down what you think you will miss sticking to those beliefs. And what I figured out for myself is that those beliefs that I had, it's not worthy, it's not relevant, I can't prioritize it. It all comes from my family, like most of it. It's not like that art didn't matter. It did, but it was not very relevant, and it was something nice to do, but you only prioritize it, like you only should prioritize your job and something, that brings you money, and then you can do your art. But that never happens, because there was always something coming up. So I learned that, yeah, I can make time, I'm allowed to make time for my creativity, and it because it brings me joy, and questioning them, and also asking yourself, where does it come from? What do I actually think about creativity? Because I think creativity and art are one of the most important, profound things in my life, but I never was allowed to think that way because I was suppressing it because other things were always more important. The reason why it's so important to question and reflect on those beliefs is because you might be an artist and you don't even know it because of those beliefs that you have towards creativity and art. You might have those wonderful ideas that you want to create, but you're blocked because of those beliefs and it stops you from creating. What the world has already missed because of those beliefs, and what a pity. We really don't realize how much art brings us joy. Not only us, how much you can inspire others by doing art and by creating. And that's why I think it's so important, to reflect on why you're blocked and what it could be, how you can, not let yourself to believe these things and to continue, sabotaging your creativity. I'm so passionate about it, as you probably noticed, not to let those beliefs stop you from creating, because the world needs your art. For me, I asked, how can I make my space more beautiful with the resources I already have? This wall behind me was completely empty, so I decided to create art for myself. And that might sound strange, but I've never done that. I've created art for others, but not for my own home. So here I wanted to create these cheeky boots. I really love these colors. I saw a similar artwork somewhere and I wanted to create a painting for myself. Every painting gives a feeling, and this one gives me a cheeky, confident vibe. I also wanted to hang some of my one-liners, but the frames I had were gold and I felt like black would fit much better. So instead of buying new ones, I used what I already had. I wrapped the frames with adhesive paper and then painted over them with pigment-based ink. After the frames dried, I realized, yeah, they actually turned out even better than expected, and I really love the texture. It's very beautiful. I have to say, I'm kind of proud of myself for doing something like this, for making time for, decorating my home, to care about my environment and to make it a bit more beautiful than it was yesterday. And especially for prioritizing beauty in such a busy life. It doesn't look perfect. The wall is still kind of empty and I need to create more art and more paintings. But that's the start, right? And step by step, I will create more and hang it on the wall. And also, I need to remind myself I'm not here to do perfect art, to create perfect things. It just needs to be created, and that's enough. At the end, it's just a journey. You can create things step by step. You need to be patient with yourself, and you can create as much as you can, and that's gonna be enough. My final message to you is creativity matters. Your art is important. Even if it's just 10 minutes per day, do something for your soul. Be patient with yourself and remind yourself the starting is always the hardest part. Once you start, it's gonna be easier. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be created. I really hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please subscribe. It really helps me to grow and it inspires me to continue bringing out these messages out there. I wish you love and peace and see you next time.